Hey everybody, good evening. Today is Sunday, June 5th, 2022. It's about 8:30 p.m. and this is Ben Capozzi with Broad Shoulders Farm in beautiful Halifax County, Virginia, Zone 7. I thought this might make for an interesting series. I'm working on a small garden. And I just thought you guys might want to see how I'm setting up just a small garden with raised beds. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to stick around. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what's what. So if I can figure out how to do it, I will drop in some photos of this space before we reached at this point. I've only been working on it for maybe like a little over an hour or so. But what I've got is basically a 20 by 35 or 40. So, you know, maybe a 700 square foot raised bed garden that I'm building. And I'm going to do a little welded wire fencing around the perimeter just to keep out any stray birds that may otherwise wander into it, because there's certainly some escapees from the Bantam Run and elsewhere. So I feel like that's necessary. But I've got a bunch of plants that I really need to get into the ground soon, and or some seeds that I need to direct sow if this is going to happen this year. So I just needed a safer space that's pretty much ready to do this. And so I carved out this little spot here. And basically it's just going to be 4 beds with 3 lanes. And each bed is, I don't know, it's probably not the Jean-Martin Fortier Market Garden Standard 30 inches, 33 inches, I can't remember exactly, but this isn't really a Fortier style raised bed anyhow, so no worries there. But there'll be a bed here, a bed here, lane, a bed there, lane, and a bed there along the perimeter. And then the whole back is a bed as well. So kind of like what I refer to as a keyhole or a series of keyholes. And the way I'm doing these is raised beds. As you can see, we have really heavy clay soil here. And this darker stuff was actually under tarp, which I'm getting ready to throw out. I'm trying to not do any more occultation with plastic, just based on some things that I've heard from other folks about the microplastics migrating and being uptaken by the veggies and things that you grow and then going into you. But it is kind of interesting to see the stuff that was covered up is still quite moist, and it tilled up very nicely compared to this stuff right here that was not covered up. And this is the problem with heavy clay soil where we are. During a downpour, it's mud, and then when the sun is blazing hot, it's cement. It's like asphalt. So for that reason, I think that working with lots of mulches is going to be a better way for me to have more success in the garden. And I have a future video coming up. I certainly have one in mind talking about I'm moving away from what I thought I was going to be doing with my farm gardening and into a new model for me. So anyhow, but that's not what this is about. But basically, all I'm doing is, because the soil is so tough, I'm using the tiller to come in, and I go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, 3 or 4 passes to really loosen it up. And then I come in with the shovel and I just flip it up onto the bed, and I do it like a lasagna. I start with a layer of hay, and then I throw some dirt on. I add more hay, and then I throw more dirt on. So on this side, I'm trying to build up, 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 and on this side, I'm trying to build down, 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 so that the difference spatially between what's the lowest and what's the highest is kind of maximized. So and in this way, I find it easier, or perhaps easiest, at least for me, to build raised beds. What might have been even easier if I'd thought about it, and I had the time and the foresight to do it, I could have just laid a row of straw bales in here, covered them with compost, maybe sown a cover crop or something into them and left them alone for a year, and they would break down and form just a beautiful bed. But I didn't, so now I'm just kind of doing that on the fly. So anyhow, it's not a complex bed, but I've got some beans that I want to run along the side. I've got cucumbers as well, and some bush beans that I want to get in here, and a couple other things that I just need to get them going because, you know, we're 5 days into June. So I'll keep you guys updated on this bed, and hopefully here over the next few weeks, it'll go from being kind of blah to something that is blammo, and pretty cool. So I'm excited about it. There are a lot of other projects going on the farm as well, but this is what I had time to film today. So questions, comments, concerns, helpful critique are always welcome. If you see I'm doing something wrong or something that could be much improved, please feel free to holla. And you can always follow the farm on Facebook and Instagram at Broad Shoulders Farm. And stay tuned. There'll be more to come on this and many other projects. All right. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are. Stay happy, healthy, and well. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.